My name is Joshua Lee, and for my final project in Games 2, I decided to make a racing game, which is entitled Fast Lane. This game contains three types of vehicles. You have your American Muscle, your tuners, and also your exotics. The challenge within this game is that the faster your car goes, the harder it is to steer your vehicle, which makes it hard to navigate through the city to achieve your objective. The objective of this game is to race through the city to the finish line before time runs out. When beginning my project, I noticed that I needed 4 classes. The first class is a player car class. The player car class allows the car to accelerate and decrease in speed. The front and left wheel of the model controls that. The steering strength determines how sharp or how stiff a vehicle will be able to turn. Also below that, you have the GUI text, which is able to be displayed once you play the game. A gear ratio is an array to set up values for the car as it shifts gears. The net script is a simple velocity limiter. Basically, this controls the limit of which your vehicle can go. Next, you have the anti-roll bar. Now, as I said, this connects your left and right front wheel and left and right back wheel to be in line with each other. Lastly, we have the wheel alignment script. This script allows every physical wheel to correspond with its wheel collider and also be able to rotate. Once I successfully applied all my scripts to my model and added in an auto source, a rigid body, box colliders for the body, and wheel colliders for the wheels, I am ready to race. Once I had a drivable vehicle, I didn't want it to start off automatically, so I implemented a countdown system for the vehicle to wait for the countdown and then proceed with racing. I achieved this goal by first creating a GUI text. Once I created a GUI text, I worked on the script for it. Now, I set countdown in the start function to be true, and I made another function called game start. Now, in game start, I create a variable named car. Then I tell car to get the game object and find the name of the game object, which is player. Once it finds player, then it looks for the script called player's car. Once it finds the script, it sets the driving script to false. Now, before the countdown is finished executing, I don't want the time remaining GUI to execute either. So I found the game object and also set its script to false. Now, for the countdown, I created a for loop. In the for loop, countdown is equal to the max number that you decide to put in. And it decrements from there, waiting every second until it gets to 0. Once the countdown has reached 0, it enables the timing script and the driving script, and it disables the countdown. Now that I have got my vehicle to wait to proceed with racing after the countdown, I want to work on the time remaining. Once the remaining time executes after the countdown, if the remaining time reaches 0, I want it to disable the car and also put up a GUI text that says that the user lost. As you can see in the timer script, that it looks and see if seconds is less than or equal to 0, and if not, seconds is 59. But if it is greater or equal to 1 minutes, then it decrements from there. And then it comes down to this else statement when is minutes is 0 and seconds is 0, and it finds the game object timer and displays it on the GUI text. Then it finds the game object player, looks for its script, and then it disables it and enables the losing text. Now that I have a loser screen, I need a winner screen if the player actually makes it across the finish line before time runs out. I achieved this goal by first creating a box collider, and I made it a trigger. Once I made it a trigger, I put a tag on the player's vehicle called player, and in the script you will find a on trigger enter and an on trigger exit. So once the vehicle enters the box collider will compare tags and make sure it's the same tag, and if so, it will disable the driver script and it will disable the remaining time. Once it exits the trigger, it will display the winning screen.